Wouldn't it be great if you could answer 30 simple questions in 60 seconds that will help you to determine if you'll fail or succeed in the new year? The harsh reality is, the old self-help hacks that worked for years don't stand a chance against the impact of the modern world where social media, nutrition, and chronic stress are altering the way you think, act, and feel. It's time for a new approach that's been praised by entrepreneurs, psychiatrists, athletes, nutritionists, and doctors. Over 5 years, we asked over 60,000 leaders and entrepreneurs the same 30 questions that are based in neuroscience, psychology, and nutrition to help them pinpoint key areas that, if they made a few simple changes in, can help them to beat fatigue and burnout while reigniting their focus and drive in time for the new year. The results from collating over 1.8 million data points has not only been shocking, it helped to develop a breakthrough in personal achievement we haven't seen for years. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you what these questions are, why they're critical, and how to take the free online quiz that will predict your likelihood of success in 2023. But first, the biggest lesson we took away from this data was that we can put people into 4 success types based on their results. This is the same formula people have used to turn their lives around in less than 28 days in our online programs. It's called the identity gap for success. The question is, what is it and why is it so effective? Anytime we try to evolve from who we are to who we want to become to reach our goals, we create tension between our old and our new selves, both psychologically and biochemically. This is what I call the identity gap. Each self is fighting for resonance within your mind. The one that wins is the one that avoids triggering your stress response. Think about the last time you experienced overwhelm. Were you able to focus on achieving your personal, professional, or financial goals? No, and here's why. Imagine driving up to a T-junction. To achieve your goals, you must turn right, but when you're burnt out, your primal brain will force you to turn left to rest and recover. This creates conflict between who you are and who you want to become. To become unstoppable, there's no other way around it. You must close this gap. To do so, you must take 3 simple steps and answer 30 easy questions in 60 seconds. The first step is to choose clear goals. This will help to boost systolic blood pressure, which compels you to take action, as well as priming your brain for a dopamine hit when you achieve them. Think of it this way. The light bulb in the diagram represents your goals. Your mission is to light this light bulb as brightly and consistently as you can and keep it lit without flickering or going off. With this in mind, this is where you need to take the next critical step. To light the bulb and become a consistent peak performer, you require a consistent supply of energy. Have you ever wondered why some people become millionaires and change their lives while you fall behind? It's because they have the energy to keep going while you're ready to give up. You will never truly break through until you get this, so listen closely. This battery is broken into 4 levels, each representing a different identity. Our identities fluctuate through the course of a day, not just a lifetime, and depend on your energy levels and psychology. When you're fully charged, you're unstoppable. But when you lack energy, you're as useless as a flat phone. The 4 identities that make up your battery are the catalyst, synergist, guardian, and defender. Both the catalyst and synergist are the most effective mental states for you to reach your goals. Your number 1 objective is to become a catalyst, which will put you in the top 6% of peak performers who achieve their goals 84% of the time. Think Elon Musk, Oprah, and Tony Robbins. But if you're a guardian or defender, you'll lose out big time. Guardians only achieve their goals 25% of the time, while defenders a minuscule 8%. You see, when your energy levels drop below the 50% threshold required to maintain peak performance, you'll experience a higher likelihood of becoming depressed, anxious, and burnt out. But when your energy meets the demands of your goals, you become unstoppable. It's this next step that is the missing piece that you've been searching years for, and it will increase your chances of success exponentially. Bring someone to mind now that you aspire to be like, someone who is extremely focused and driven. I can guarantee you they recharge themselves from two sources of energy, one biological and two psychological or spiritual. So much of the 90s self-help advice that still runs rampant today has been focused on psychology alone to the detriment of biology. Think of it like a coin. One side is psychology, the other side is biology. One can't exist without the other. If you're falling behind right now, it's because of an imbalance in these two sources, which is why when you take the free quiz below, you'll notice we cover both, not one or the other, to get a comprehensive look at how you're performing as a whole. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put 10 questions on the screen at a time. Feel free to pause the video to answer them and take notes, or you can just take the free quiz online. The online version will tabulate your results and give you a free detailed report so you know how to move forward with these insights in the coming days. Out of the first 10 questions, let's hone in on question 7. Do you have a high drive to succeed? This is important because a low drive may indicate that you have low dopamine levels. Dopamine is the driving force behind some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. Low levels are also linked to digestive issues, brain fog, and a lack of purpose. Next, do you have an over-reliance on caffeine? This is key. While caffeine can give you a quick injection of energy and focus, it does so by interfering with adenosine, a brain chemical that's been implicated in panic attacks. The more you have, the harder you will crash. Then, the more you'll need to get the same kick, which will then disrupt your sleep. You must find your sweet spot to find out what works best for you. Peak performers have a low reliance on caffeine to perform at their best. Now let's focus on nutrition for question 25. Our research has demonstrated time and time again that a person that consumes an unhealthy diet has a higher likelihood of suffering from depression, anxiety, low dopamine, and motivation and drive. While you may be tempted to will yourself to be motivated, this is unsustainable if you don't have the fuel to keep those levels consistent. Your answers to these questions will reveal multiple areas that, when focused on, will dramatically improve your focus, drive, and motivation to succeed. And when you combine it with the triple threat method of success, which includes biohacking, neuroscience, and psychology, you'll find that you bounce back from setbacks faster, hours of work will feel like minutes, and your stress will drop or your focus increases. Your first step is to take the free online version of this quiz to get your free report, which will help to set you up for success for the new year.